Kris. Playoff style type game tonight. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was. It was pretty intense, tight checking, a lot of emotion, a lot of intensity out there. So, yeah, I thought it was, for a January game, I thought it was the closest playoff hockey that we've seen.
Stewart has had the ability to bounce back after tough performances, and you don't get out of the first period if he's not on his game.
No, we don't. We're usually probably chasing one, if not two goals. A couple huge saves, especially the one on the 2-on-1. And, he's solid throughout the whole game. But in the first period, we definitely needed him, and he stood in there pretty big.
Kris, how would you describe the work that Leon Draisaitl did on the only goal of the game?
Leon showed up a lot tonight. You can say that almost every game throughout the year. We played, 43? Maybe 42 of them. He's been really big. And, just think about some of the plays that he made tonight. Face-offs late in the game, won a lot in the defensive zone. But the biggest one tonight was on the goal. He's been out there for about a minute and a half. Still has the speed and the strength to win a race and a battle, which led to the game-winning goal. But, that was the biggest play. Well, the two biggest plays in my mind were the save that Skinner made in the first period, and then the play that he made, which led to the goal.
You've only coached him for 14, 15 months here, but have you seen his game take another level this year? Have you seen
It's all coaching. Turned him around. He's been playing extremely well, and you saw this last year, and it's been as good as I've seen him play right now. He's went through stretches last year where he dominated, but for playing as well as he has for this long of a stretch, and I think what really started it, I know a big game, the Columbus game when we lost McDavid, and obviously that's an opportunity for him to step up, and everything's on his shoulders. And there's three and a half games that we played without him. He was exceptional, and he never looked back, and he's continued to be exceptional.
Kris, why did you decide to go with 11-7 tonight, and did it go the way you hoped?
Yeah, a little bit. You can never script a game. You never know about how many penalties there are going to be, how many offensive zone face-offs, all those kind of things. But, I think everyone played well, and, we got the strength down the middle to double shift some guys. It'd be a little bit easier if we had another centerman to double shift, and then you go back and forth. Janmark does that a little bit. But, overall I thought it went well.
Kris, you dressed 7, but you basically only played 5. Is that because Emerson was playing so much more, and he probably played a couple of minutes more than he normally does? Stetcher didn't play much.
Yeah, well, I think we were in protecting the lead. Emerson's one of our top penalty kill defensemen, and we're in a lot of those situations where we're defending, and as well as Ty had been playing tonight, he should have been on the ice a lot.
Is that a configuration that you would consider using more regularly? Is this an indicator of that, or was it one-off, or where's your head at on it?
Just keeping you on your toes, that's all. We'll evaluate, we'll look at the game, and it's not going to be something on a regular basis, but I think it's something that we can do periodically.
Did you feel like there was some patience involved in tonight, maybe kind of figuring them out a little bit at their blue line and just kind of working your way through the puzzle a bit?
I don't know if it's working our way through their puzzle or, we made some minor tweaks, but I think it was mostly just on our players just really elevating their game where, I think they were faster, a little bit quicker in the first period, and we got a little bit faster and quicker, and we moved the puck a lot simpler. Rather than making long stretch passes, making the short direct pass to beat that pressure. I think that helped, but I don't think so much about figuring them out. I think it was just our players elevated their game.
Hey, Kris, you got a kind of a tough back-to-back coming up here. Just your thoughts on Minnesota and Colorado, and what you guys need to do to kind of keep this thing rolling.
Well, those are two extremely good hockey teams. Minnesota's a little bit banged up, and they are shorthanded. Colorado's been playing extremely well, and usually from my experience, every time we play Colorado, they've been exciting games. But it's been a long road trip, and we've seen a lot of good hockey teams, and it continues on right until the end, until we finish off in Vancouver.
Not to overlook Minnesota, but Colorado, you're going to have 4 of the top offensive players in the league on the ice. I guess what's that going to be like with so much firepower out there? Or do you just kind of let them go, or do you focus on trying to stop them and play a good defensive game like get it here?
We'll play to our strengths, and we'll play the rhythm of our players, and it's up to them to match if they want to. They don't do very much matching. It's McKinnon line gets a lot of heavy minutes throughout the game, so they're not a team that typically matches. So you'll probably see top players playing against each other quite often.
Kris, with the 11 and 7, the Kapanen and Perry line, you had a lot of different centers with them. It seemed whoever was out with them, they're creating lots. Those two, I think, are 3rd and 4th on your team in goals per 60 amongst forwards. Just kind of tell me what you've seen from Kapanen and Perry and how they complement each other as a winger pair.
Well, I think that both of them have been playing extremely well. I think especially in the offensive zone, protecting pucks, and last couple of games, seen Cappy hold on to it, cut back, and he's such a strong on his skates, so he can't get pushed off, but he's also quick to, he can blow by a guy, so he's hard to defend. Perry's doesn't quite move as well as Kapanen, but he protects the puck, and especially below the goal line, he's able to make some nice plays. And, Perry had an outstanding scoring opportunity tonight where he almost scored. Kemper made a nice save on him, but I think those two have been they've been really good, and they haven't had a regular centerman. Janmark's played some with them, and tonight all 3 of our centermen did. But I think they've been giving us everything we've expected from them.